Welcome to our tutorial on getting started with Screencast-O-Matic Pro. This video covers the basics of recording and editing. Click on the link we sent you to access Screencast-O-Matic through the SPS license. Then click on Start Recorder. The first time you access this site, you'll have to enter the password and install the launcher. Just follow all the prompts. The site is very user-friendly. Click Start Recorder again to open the recording area frame and the recording settings menu. The black and white dashed rectangle is the frame for recording. You can grab the corners of this rectangle to resize it, and you can move it around. You also want to adjust the size of the windows of all the applications you're going to be recording to fit within the recording frame. You can choose to record only your screen and your voice, yourself talking into the webcam, or both. Narration is the setting for your microphone. For the best quality, we recommend a USB mic. When you select the mic, it will open a dialog box in which you can adjust the volume and test it. You should do this to be sure the sound of your voice is clear. You can adjust the volume on the mic volume bar or by adjusting the position of the mic relative to your mouth. Click Record. You see the countdown, and then you begin speaking and moving around on your screen. I'm going to show my students how to calculate a sum in Excel. When you're recording, you can pause and start from where you left off as many times as you like. If you make a mistake, like I just did by typing average, you can pause, collect yourself, reset all your windows, and then click Record when you're ready to start again. So again, to correct the mistake I just made, I paused the recording, I deleted the formula for average from the Excel sheet to start fresh, I clicked on Record, and then I typed in the correct formula. When you're done, you click on Pause again to stop recording. When you're completely finished recording, click on Done. This takes you to the playback window where you can view what you've recorded. On the right side of the screen, you can choose from various options for saving and editing your recording. If you don't need to edit anything, you can save the video to your computer and upload it to YouTube. If you'd like to make any changes to the recording, click Edit. Here you see a preview of your video. To the right there are some options, and at the bottom there is a timeline of the video that displays a sound wave. The magnifying glass will zoom in on your timeline, and you can zoom in even further by clicking on what looks like a volume bar on the very bottom right. And of course you can use the scroll bar to navigate. You can make your preview window a little bigger by hiding these options by clicking on the chevrons on the right edge of the editing window, and you can unhide them by clicking on the chevrons again. Let's say I want to cut out the mistake I made earlier in the spreadsheet. First I played the video to the point right before I started typing average. Then I clicked on Tools in the editing toolbar above the playhead and I selected Cut. Then I played the video through until about the point where I wanted the cut to end. And now I can use the mouse combined with the cursor arrows to position the playhead exactly where I want the edit to end. Next, I drag the red playhead at the beginning of the cut to the end point. I can preview by clicking Preview, and if I'm satisfied with the edit, I click OK. If you don't like it, you can move the beginning and end of the cut around by dragging it. If you don't want to cut here after all, you can click Cancel. I'm not going to demonstrate all the editing tools and effects, but I want to emphasize that they all work basically the same way. Select the point where you want to start, select the tool and the options if there are any, select the endpoint of the effect. Screencast-O-Matic highlights the timeline where you've added the effect. You can preview and then adjust as necessary, and when you're happy with the effect, click OK. Screencast-O-Matic is automatically saving your video, so you don't have to worry about losing anything. You can undo anything you don't like by clicking on the Undo arrow at the top right. Hover over it to see what you will be undoing. Click the Redo arrow to reapply something you've undone. The drop-down arrow shows you everything you've done, and you can click on a step to return to that point in the editing process. You can also click on the highlighting in the timeline or the red bar indicating a cut and undo or delete an individual effect. The point is, you can play with Screencast-O-Matic and not worry about losing work or making errors. As long as you're working on the same computer, you'll be able to edit your videos later, including undoing anything you've done in this editing session. When you're done editing, or done for now, click on Done. We recommend you do two things with your finished videos. First, save your video as an MP4 file to your computer so you can always have a copy outside of the SPS Screencast-O-Matic Pro account. Click on Save Video as File. Give your video a descriptive name. Click on Publish to save your video file. This is really just save. This isn't public at all. Secondly, upload your video to YouTube for easy embedding into your Blackboard course site. The Manage Recordings window is where you will see all your recordings made with Screencast-O-Matic. If you want to go back to editing a particular video, just click on it and then click Edit again. Some general advice for screencasts and webcam videos is to keep it simple and start small, prepare a script, open all files and websites ahead of time, avoid backlight when you're using a webcam, and keep it short. Avoid mentioning dates if you want to reuse the video, and add captions or post a transcript to make the video accessible to all. Thank you for watching this instructional video. If you have any questions, you can always get in touch with us here at the Office of Faculty Development and Instructional Technology.